Hi guys, today I'll be showing you how to upgrade to Google Analytics 4. Let's get started. So here we are in Google Analytics, and what you want to do first in your part is you want to log in here so that you can access the Google Analytics right there. And after you have done it, we are here. You should see it right here. So first thing that you want to notice first is you want to go and notice this one right here so that you can see if you are using Google Analytics 4 or the Universal Analytics, because as we can see here, right here, it says right here that Google Analytics 4 is replacing Universal Analytics on July 1. So Universal Analytics will stop working completely on July 1, so you really need to switch to Google Analytics 4. So you can see if you are using GA4 or Universal Analytics by going here, by searching right here in the Google, how do I know if I'm using GA4 right here, and you can see here the difference. If your number or code is like this one, then you are using GA4, because as you can see it is like this. But if your code is looking like this with UAXX number and -1, then you are using still the Universal Analytics. So if you're still using Universal Analytics, it is important that you know that you will have an option here that says GA4 Setup Assistant, and that is a way for you to convert your Universal Analytics into GA4 or Google Analytics 4. But just a heads up, if you are from GA3 or Google Analytics 3 and you want to upgrade into Google Analytics 4, there is no way to do that. So with that, I recommend that you just create a new property, or creating a new property will also upgrade your Universal Analytics to Google Analytics 4. So let's proceed here, because we already have the GA4, and if you have the Universal Analytics, you will see here GA4 Setup Assistant, but we don't have that because we already have GA4. So if you have that in your case, you might want to go on that first so that you can set up your GA4. And right here, what we want to do so that we can upgrade to GA4, this is another method, is to create a property, and we want to proceed. And from here we want to go into property setup, and we will provide a property name. Let's say simply Shoots, just for the sake of this example. And of course your time zone right here, you need to set it in your currency that you are working with your business, and that is what you set right here. And you want to click on next, and from here you want to go and select the business informations right here, the business size and etc. But you don't need to do this, that is just optional, and you want to create after you have done that. And now you have your property created right here. So right here we can now start collecting data here, the data streams, and we can choose a platform, whether we want web, Android app or iOS app. And for now we will want a web app, for example. And from here we want to go and provide my URL. Let's say I'm just using my Shopify store, but just a heads up, Shopify store is not easy here in Analytics. So right here I'll be pasting my store URL right there, and let's just remove this HTTPS, and from there we can now name our stream or our website. So for me, I just go into Simply Store right there, and we want to create a stream. Let's just wait for it until it loads right there, and it has been successfully created. But for here, as you can see, data collection is inactive for your website, and you need to install your Google tag right here. And you can also install our website builder or CMS, but as you can see, I am using Shopify and it is not a supported platform here in Google Analytics. Please enter a new URL or choose a platform below. So you can use any of these platforms right here to create your website or your store right here, so that you can have an easier time installing your Google tag. You can just install it manually. In my case, I would need to install it manually because this isn't available with this feature. So I'm gonna ask my developer, or if I know how to do it, then you can go and install it yourself right here. You need to add this to your website, or you can just view some tutorials right there on how you can install this. So let's go and is that you can see this measurement ID, and you can actually use this as your connector so that you can use the Google Tag Manager. And this is another way for you to connect your tag here, and go here in Google Tag Manager. It is very simple to connect. You can go here in Google Tags right there. As you can see, here are the lists right here, tag IDs that you have created, and you can use your newly created account with a measurement ID right here so that you could use it here in Google Tag Manager. And another way that you can do is you can view here in the tag instructions right here. You can view tag instructions so that you can learn more. As you can see, no data received. That's because we didn't connect our tags. So after that, now you want to close this now, and now we can go here in search, and we can search here debug view right there, and here in the debug view we can see the debug events, and we can see a lot of data here that is present in our site that has been collected by Google Analytics. And as you can see here, the top events in the last 30 minutes, we have the general events, the conversion events, and our events right here. It will be all listed right here, and all the user properties active now. You can see it in the past 30 minutes right here, and you can also see the time. You can go into timelines right here. You can select each time right here in which you want to view right here, and the debug device, of course. Right here, no device available because we haven't connected anything. So from here, if you're seeing it like this, don't worry. If you just connected your tag, then you don't have to worry about it, because it sometimes will just take some time to connect, and you'll just need to give it a few minutes or maybe hours so that you can see some data right here. So next is we're gonna go here into reports. So if you're not seeing data right here right now, then you can go into reports, and you should be seeing data right here. So data by country, and here you can see different countries, your visitors from each country right here, and you can see it right there in the map. And of course here the snapshots of users, new users right here, and engagement time, and your total revenue, so that you can manage here. And it is presented by graphs, so you could better analyze or understand what is going on in your website. And another data is right here, such as users per minute in the 30 minutes, in the last 30 minutes. You can see it right there, and your top campaigns right here, and where do your new users come from. So this is actually a really good info right here. And of course the trending and some other data is right here that will be really helpful for you. And what we want to do from here is go into engagement, because we're going to go into overview. From here we can see all the engagements right here, and you can see a lot of data events, and you should be seeing data right here and right now, but we are not seeing data right here in my case because we haven't connected the tag yet. But if you have successfully connected your tag by following the view tag instructions that I have shown you earlier, then you should be seeing some stuff right here being gathered right here by the data analytics. And you can see a lot of more data right here, the pages and screens, landing page monetizations, retention, and for the users we can see the demographics, and you can see the overview right here and the demographic details. Of course the tech right here, you can also see it by overview. So you can see it by platform, by operating system, so that you can be more familiar with your users that is currently visiting your website or your store. And after that, after you have checked here in the text section, you want to go here into admin right here. You want to click on it right there, and you want to go into the setup assistant, and here you have the progress right here. Here are the checklists that you can or you need to address first before you do anything here in Google Analytics. For example, here in Google Ads, you need to link Google Ads, the property settings, turn on Google Signals, set up conversions, define audience. So you can just click here so that you can get the actions right here, manage conversions, or you can mark it as complete if you want to, just like that. But make sure that when you mark it as complete, it is really completed. So this is basically a guide, and you would also want to go here in the advanced setup, and you will also want to complete all of this right here so that you won't have any trouble in managing your Google Analytics right here. So yeah, you need to collect website and app data right here, data collection. This is very important so that you can start data collection. And yeah, here you can manage the users, import data, link to BigQuery, set up user ID, or even use measurement protocol right here. And you can mark it as complete. Everything right here can be marked as complete if you want, or if you already have completed it right there, and you can see your progress right here. So now what you want to do is simply go here into admins. You want to click on this, and this would appear right here. And what you want to do from here is click on data retention, and this setting is really important so that you could have the freedom of choice to select how many months you'd like your data to be stored. So the default setting would be 2 months, but I recommend that you use 14 months right here, so that in this way you would have 14 months of data to analyze or have in your storage right there. So this would be the ideal option, not this 2 months. And you can read it right here as you select this. It says that select the length of time you want to retain event data. So retaining event data is really important in case something goes wrong and you need to look back into your past data, so that you would see and you could track what went wrong or what went nice. In case you'd be wondering about something, then you can track here in the event data. And the next thing that we're gonna do is the same one. You're gonna go again into here, into the admin right here, and we're gonna go now into data streams. So here in the data streams, you want to select your website right here, and in here what we want to do is simply go into the configure tag settings right here. You want to click on it, and let's just wait for it to load. It's gonna load for quite a bit. And right there, as you can see, we are now in Google tag, where our Google Analytics is connected. And what we're gonna doing today is cross domain. So cross domain is really important if you're looking to connect your Google Analytics into multiple websites. So what we're gonna do is really useful. So what we're gonna do from here is go into configure your domains right there, and you can add some configurations right here. So you might want to read this first. So changes made here could affect other Google tags on the same page, so you might wanna be noted on that, and specify all of your domains that use this tag. This list enables cross-domain measurement and further defines which links on your site do not trigger outbound click events when used enhanced management. So that is really noteworthy. And from here you can select or specify configurations by adding a configuration right here, and the match type, of course, if you want it contains, begins with, ends with, exactly matches, and matches regex right there. And of course you're gonna put here the domain of the website that you want to configure from, and that's it. And you can also click this button right here if you want to delete it. So add a condition, and you can set here the match type and the domain, and after that you're all good. And you want to save after that, but as you can see, this is what is not saved, so we're gonna get this popped up right here and save changes. And for now we're just gonna go and discard changes, and that's basically it. That is how you upgrade to Google Analytics 4.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to be updated on our new uploads. See you soon.